Let's see here. You know, I kind of like Violent J and Shane McMahon is going to be the play here. I'm going to hit that button. I'm going to do the social media thing, and we'll dig into a little bit of Blake's House Professional Wrestling.
Hoi.
That right there. What's that there? All right. Cool. I have, in fact, done it. And we are back with the wrestling once again. I don't think I've heard that call before. It definitely wasn't the match timer, so I'm curious what that would have been. And Shane, man, taking some extra time just to show off for the crowd. You know, I should really involve him in something again at some point, considering that fucking Shane and Jamel were a real feud very briefly on this program. Hey, how you doing, Jamie? Appreciate you dropping in. Appreciate anybody you're bringing along with you. Fire Thunder from Violent J. You know, one day I'm going to watch the Insane Clown Posse wrestle. Because I know they were briefly on WCW, and they did a lot of indie stuff. But don't think I've ever actually seen them wrestle. And yeah, like I mentioned recently, first of all, congratulations on the new job. Definitely feels like it will be a good fit for you. And yeah, considering my 2 weeks will be up as of the middle of this week, I'm going to be a little bit more open to like going out and doing shit. So Arcade Monsters activities could be in the not too distant future. Like, I'm still not trying to be reckless. Although, to be fair, the shit I went to on Thursday was borderline reckless for several reasons. But hey, 98% is 98%. Honestly, yeah, Arcade Monsters fucking rips. I've only got a chance to go a couple times because I found out about the place shortly before COVID kind of blasted everything. But that is a really nice venue, and my understanding is they have expanded further since I've been last. I do now have more reasons to go. Basement dropkick from Shane McMahon. Yeah, like when like all the Blake's House guys that would be interested in doing something out there have their vaccines, I would definitely be down to like putting a party together to just fucking have all our guys fucking go hang out at Arcade Monsters. Because I know Jamel's for sure fully vaccinated, pretty sure Blake is as well. I think Eric is. Gotta imagine most of our guys are by this point. God damn. Violent J just sending Shane McMahon to the Shadow Realm, and Shane McMahon getting right back up. Man said denied. Third time might be the charm if he can actually get over and make the cover. That's got to be it. 1, 2, and no! And these two both really pushing it here. Damn, y'all, this is a fucking pre-show match. And y'all going for it all here. Violent J hitting 3 Fire Thunders, and Shane McMahon just said no. Make that 4 Fire Thunders. I wonder what Shane's finish is in this, if it's the Phantom Punches or the Diving Elbow. I can't imagine it being anything else. Shane and Violent J, they clearly don't understand. You know, we got a show to do. It's 7:30, and the pre-show match is running long. You know, I was talking earlier about booking Shane on the main show, considering he is kind of a legacy freelancer for this program. But if you're gonna go over your time in the pre-show, well, that's just unacceptable. Though to be fair, I did get a slightly late start because I was watching the Guilty Gear 25v25 from last night. Because I am in a fucking Guilty Gear mode right now. Like, I very much want to be playing and be thinking about that video game in a way I have not for fighting games in a long time. And it's nice. Big double arm DDT from Shane O'Mac. They really and truly are going into business for themselves. Look at this. Oh, this is going to be a count out on the floor. I'm going to be big mad. All right. What it honestly feels like is both of their damage is just too low. Because I think Violent J got sent to the floor about 5 in-game minutes ago and was not dazed. All right, there's the Phantom Punches, and he does not cover after that, so I guess that's not his finish. I'm curious what is then. Because he hasn't even attempted the diving elbow as far as I can tell. Unless this is just like janky AI that doesn't cover. Which is a very real possibility, it could be why this match is going on as long as it is. I'll tell you what, I'll put a clock on it. If there is not a victor by 30 in-game, or we'll say 35 in-game minutes, I'm gonna throw up the X. Hey, you're all good. We'll call it a time limit draw. You know, I briefly considered implementing a time limit on the Blake's House wrestling matches. Like, so few of them go 30 minutes. So, like, it doesn't really feel like it matters. But also, I don't know, I think it's an interesting wrinkle to add to a wrestling match. And yeah, I think Shane's AI is a little bit wonky because I've not seen him go for a cover in several minutes. Again, Brainbuster on the floor. Oh no. Wow. Unbelievable. They go 10 minutes over time, and that is the finish. I love this video game. For all the stupid shit that it is capable of spitting out, I really and truly love this video game. And yeah, Nick, I definitely know what you mean. Like, I haven't even really dug into the Movecraft DLC because that just has a significantly steeper learning curve than even making the wrestlers is, and that is already like pretty challenging. Like, if it is your first time doing it, which hey, for me, like 4 years ago, it was. And I think that is an even steeper climb. And yeah, you know, you're probably right. It would be a shitty non-finish, especially like if they brought in Violent J into WWE like today for some reason. Although I can't imagine they would. But yeah, pre-show match running a little bit long, but it does have the added benefit of giving people more time to file into Blake's House Arena. Hopefully my internet continues to be stable. I have noticed this the last like couple weeks, where OBS just decides to not have good upload. And crucially, everything else is fine. So I think it's either a Twitch issue or an OBS issue. Hopefully that holds out this week. I would like that very much. But anyway, yeah, we've got people got a little bit more time to file into Blake's House Arena, so let's not waste any more of your time. Everybody get on your feet, make some noise for another edition of Blake's House Professional Wrestling. Welcome, Blake's House Wrestling fans, to another edition of Blake's House Professional Wrestling. If you have been tuning in recent weeks, the hunt for the Blake's House Wrestling Heavyweight title has become a hotly contested one and a deeply interesting one. There are two apparent paths to that coveted title shot. Shawn Satchwell taking the long way there, challenging every member of Team Lake Mary individually, besting every single one of them. He has earned himself a singles match against Josh Kaiser this week. It will not be for the Blake's House Wrestling Heavyweight title, but if he is able to score a victory tonight, his right to challenge will be undeniable. Now on the other side of the card, Sterling, Terrell, Dick Boss, all three of them in heated competition to rise to the top of the ranks of the Blake's House Wrestling singles division. Sterling and Terrell acting as a somewhat mismatched pair last week as they took on the team of Dick Boss and Dougal, and Dick Boss and Dougal picking up the victory in a tag team contest. And Dick Boss in particular has been nothing but dominant in the last several months. able to score a pinfall victory 2 weeks in a row against Mag.Lo, scoring a tag team victory against Sterling and Terrell Benjamin. He looks positively unstoppable, but he will not be in action this week. This week, Terrell Benjamin going to take on Dougal, the man with those dynamite kicks that was one half of the team that bested Sterling and Terrell last week. Terrell needs to exercise a demon tonight, and he will get an opportunity to do it. Additionally, the tag team division, so very hotly contested. Of course, just last week, Team Blake's House, another somewhat mismatched team. Cinderella bringing in Zero Lopez, really any names that she could find on short notice to challenge Nick's Wrestling Organization for that trios title. Able to pick up the victory there, but Nick's Wrestling Organization still holds both major tag team championships, the Blake's House Wrestling Tag Team title, as well as the Chop Shop Tag Team title. And there are several teams in fierce competition for a shot at those championships. The Perlman brothers are the obvious frontrunners, but they are not the only ones in contention, as Jim Jack and Rip Studley just have a ton of momentum behind them. They may be interested in those Chop Shop titles. But in addition to that, taking a look at the matchup on your screen right here. Nick Vadala and Laz Cobb going to be challenging Walsh and Newton. Again, this tag team division so hotly contested that it really and truly feels like it is anyone's contest. And hey, GK, you are actually coming in right before the first match because the pre-show match went over 30 in-game minutes. So you came in at a pretty great time, I do gotta say. But before we get into our opening contest of the evening, I believe the head of Nick's Wrestling Organization has a statement that he would like to make on the microphone, and then very well may get an opportunity to make one in the ring.
Princler, was a nice attempt at the Trios title win last week, but I got a death grip around the tag team scene in Judgment Pro Wrestling and Blake's House Wrestling tighter than Matt Knapp grabs a dick. So let's hope you try again next week.
And that purple smoke of Laz Cobb from her championship run, possibly looking to relive some of that glory as Cobb and Vadala going up against just a tough-as-nails tag team unit in Walsh and Newton. One has got to imagine these two teams not necessarily interested in the same tag team championship, but both of them just so very determined to get a leg up in this tag team division. It looks like Robert Walsh and Nick Vadala starting things off tonight. Walsh clipping Vadala with a punch, scoop, and a slam center of the ring. We are going back to basics, but Vadala rolling right through it. Both men jockeying for position a little bit, and Vadala knows he's got to fight this one smart. You do not want to get in a slugfest with Walsh or Newton. And thus far, he is able to protect himself from being in that position, but Walsh swinging for the fences, big left hand, thumb to the eyes. Harada not even issuing a warning. Very okay with letting them fight in this opening contest. European uppercut once, twice, 3 times to the jaw. And Vadala already grabbing a hold, looking to slow down Walsh before he is even able to get started. And Walsh going back to his own corner. Here comes a fresh Shawn Newton. Vadala in the corner turnbuckle, and that is going to set Newton up. No. Vadala fighting back, suplex blocked, and one of his own. As Shawn Newton planting Vadala onto the mat. Series of kicks to the chest. And here is that submission specialist, Cobb, and there it is. Rolling knee bar applied, and you are going to be seeing a lot of that. Cobb, a catch-as-catch-can specialist, as gifted as anyone we have seen in this company. Rolling through, goes for the cover, not even a count of one. Cobb fired into the corner, but able to escape the pressure. See both of these teams very interested in cutting off the ring. But thus far, Walsh and Newton have managed to keep the fight in their half of the ring, and that is going to be so important as this match wears on. As that distance becomes shorter, you can reach out to your partner, bring them into the match. Or if you are in a dire situation, they can come in. They do not have to cross that desert that is the center line of the ring. Hold on, big spine buster, and right into that sleeper hold. Double suplex sending Cobb to the outside, but looks like for the moment, both aprons staying calm, staying collected. Don't want to overextend in the opening minutes of this match, but Cobb going back to her own corner. Here comes Vadala. We'll see if a couple minutes on the apron going to buy him a little bit of perspective here. Big suplex from Walsh. And chokehold applied, and this time Harada stepping in to issue the warning. Scoop and a slam as Walsh going back to basics, and again applying some illegal leverage with that chokehold. And Harada again telling Walsh, you have got to the count of 5, breaks the hold at 2. And this match, it will continue. European uppercut answered back by barn door left hands. Neither man able to score the key knockdown, but Walsh, those hands so very heavy. I said Nick cannot afford to get into a slugfest with either of these men, but right now, oh my God, big sliding drop kick to the side of the head. Right now, Vadala struggling to keep out of range of those strikes. Hold on, deadlift, German suplex, picture perfect slam right onto the back of his neck, and that is going to send Walsh to his own corner. Double arm DDT, and Newton is set up, and again, right back to those series of wild shots. Both of these men are brawlers. Both of these men looking to inflict punishment with those heavy left and right hands, and that is exactly what they are setting out to do right now. Vadala going back to his own corner. And here comes that real shooter, Cobb. Twisting the arm, boot to the face, and now you can see the pressure applied to the elbow, but Newton able to escape the hold, at least for the moment. Big Russian leg sweep. Cobb's head nearly avoiding that lower turnbuckle pad. And answering back, series of strikes roll through, but only getting one. Once, kicked twice. And just a targeted kick to the, just right to the thigh, taking his legs out from underneath his legs, and Cobb just so effective at picking people apart piece by piece. And there it is once again. Orby setting up those leg locks, setting up those knee bars. And Kamigoye right to the jaw. And hold on, Dragon Sleeper applied, and it is a long way to go. Mara Mararane. Twisting face buster from Vadala, and again Kamigoye just crushing the jaw. But now Walsh getting back into his own corner. The abuse suffered at the hands of Vadala and Cobb, tremendous. But here comes a fresh Newton, and now the shoe is on the other foot, at least for the moment. European uppercut once, twice, 3 times right to the jaw. And now that gigantic swing from Vadala. And this time it is Walsh barely escaping that lower turnbuckle pad. Or excuse me, Newton barely escaping that turnbuckle pad. But able to avoid further pressure, taking the legs away from Vadala. A big suplex from Vadala, momentum shifter that he needed as a dropkick pounds the back of Newton's head, and another snap suplex. Nick Vadala is on a roll, getting back into his own corner. 2-on-1, at least for the moment. Step over toe hold, face lock applied. And Vadala coming in to make the save, and again, a giant swing, just throwing Newton across the ring, but towards his own corner. That's going to allow him to make the tag, but Cobb prepared for that 2-on-1 situation. Cobb dialing long distance, and a boot to the side of the head. And a shot right to the kidneys. Walsh unable to protect himself, at least for the moment. Big double arm DDT, 4 competitors down. And knee lift and knee drop. Cobb possibly looking for a second one, but no. Walsh scrambling to his feet before further damage could be done. And again, right back to that chokehold. Right back to that illegal hold. Harada issuing a warning, getting to a count of 3 this time. Big lift and drop, and that torturous leg hold. She's been setting that up. Those kicks to the knees, kicks to the thighs. Right back again, knee bar applied. And again, right back to that hold. The pressure on the neck, the blood rushing to Walsh's head. Fortunately for him, his partner Newton able to come in, make the save at a critical moment. And this match, it will continue. Both teams getting a fresh competitor into the ring. And that is so critical at this stage of the match. And again, right back to that signature hold. You can see just the neck just applied directly to the knee of Cobb in that inverted position. Vadala just crumbling to the mat. Oh my God, you can see Newton's head collide with that turnbuckle pad. Both teams looking for that over the course of this contest. Vadala finally able to score it. And hold on, Dragon Sleeper locked in, but Walsh protecting his tag team partner. If that hold were in just any longer, that could have spelt certain defeat for this team. And Newton has had enough. Those sledgehammer-like hands applied to the face of Vadala. Hold on, rolling knee bar applied. This is Vadala's chance, but no. A kick takes his leg out from underneath his leg. And Newton telling Cobb exactly what he thinks of her, but 2 flash roll up and only getting 2. Toe kick right to the gut. But no, going back to his own corner. Big double suplex connecting, and Vadala tumbling to the outside. And oh my God, a major miscommunication could have cost this team the match. That senton off the top rope to the floor, nobody home, but a big suplex. Somehow Walsh running on pure adrenaline, taking some frustration out on Cobb, bringing that foreign object into the contest. Double arm DDT, planting Newton to the mat. Harada has lost control of this match as his count reaches 18. Colossal clothesline, center of the ring. And another big toe kick will connect. Harada's count to 3. Vadala busted open. And that was the difference maker last week. This match has been going on over 20 minutes. That blood loss is only going to be more and more damaging as this match ticks on, but it might not matter as Cobb has the hold locked in, and that is going to be it. The sustained damage to the knee, the ankle, the thighs, the hips, all putting in work, setting up this moment right here as Cobb able to score a submission victory over this team of Walsh and Newton. And Nick making some bold claims in the open of tonight's show. He wants everyone to know. He wants the Blake's House locker room, the Judgment Professional Wrestling locker room, and everyone at home to know just how effective that Nick's Wrestling Organization tag team style is. And he went out and proved it himself. So, hey, Abby, Nick, appreciate y'all dropping in, and Varian Edge, you as well. Oh, definitely. That went the wrong way. But we're going to go ahead and keep this show rolling here. Of course, we saw the team of Yuri and Sarah getting some mixed success in recent weeks. Unable to secure the victory against that Dark Hour unit. But this team still looking to find themselves in the world of Blake's House Professional Wrestling, and Sarah getting an opportunity to go against that cruiserweight specialist from Team Daytona, Steve Kowalski. We're going to see another high-energy matchup between two supreme athletes, and that is precisely what the matchmakers at Blake's House Professional Wrestling want to give you at home. And let us go ahead and get into this the second contest right now. So Reis, the young hero, this time without her tag team partner, but that stays true for Kowalski as well. Both of these individuals going to have to get it done in a singles contest. That heavyweight division so hotly contested. I think both of these individuals wondering exactly what their future is in Blake's House Professional Wrestling. What path can they get on to championship glory? Well, none of that matters right now if you do not pick up a win tonight, as that road will just be made one step longer. Right now, both Sarah, both Kowalski, just jockeying for position, trying to figure out exactly how to tackle one another. Kowalski getting himself pinned in that blue Gatorade corner, and Sarah immediately jumping on the opportunity, literally and figuratively, but Kowalski answering back, flying head scissors. He is taking his time, but he is absolutely prepared to dispense with the athletics when an opportunity arises. Kowalski a little bit disrespectful here, and that could end up costing him. Big forearm smash, but Kowalski getting the upper hand. Going for that flying soul butt, but unable to make contact. Sarah just a little bit too agile. But over the course of this match, of course, when you start to get worn down, when you start to just be unable to keep your guard up exactly as you did in the opening minutes of the match, that is when those maneuvers can get through. Kowalski again going for that soul butt, but Reis just delivering a 1-2 punch to the back of the head. Kowalski unable to protect himself. Swinging for the fences with that roundhouse kick, but nobody home. As a dragon screw leg whip drops Kowalski, and both Sarah and Kowalski just going for those soul butt kicks, just trying to make their mark in their opponent's chest. As a flying head scissors of her own will plant Kowalski to the mat. Big DDT. And wheelbarrow facebuster from Kowalski. Delivering a good lucha thing into the center of the ring. And I think this is your receipt.
5 minutes gone.
We're a little bit earlier in the match, but hold on. Scoop and a slam, center of the ring. Kowalski taking it back to basics and delivering a sliding drop kick right to the side of the head. And again, both of them just going for that big soul butt kick. They want that knockout shot early on in the contest. And right now, barn door right hands kick to the stomach, and Kowalski getting the upper hand for the moment as a big knee drop connects to the lower back of Reis. And it is important to illustrate those significant holds. The first person to be able to get those through, as I said, your guard is up. Hold on. Springboard offense. Springboard Rana cover. But no, a fingertip on the bottom rope is going to create an opportunity here. And again, sliding drop kick. Kowalski is on fire, but Reis answering back. Double stomp buried into the stomach of Steve Kowalski. Kick once, twice, 3 times with a leg lariat. Big super kick and a moonsault press, 2, but only gets 2. DDT will plant Reis, but Kowalski tornado kick right to the forehead. And the educated feet of Kowalski being put to good use here. And oh my God, springboard right into that shotgun dropkick. Absolutely monstrous. But hold on, twisting head scissors too. You only need to be better than your opponent for 3 precious seconds, and that very well could have been it. Twisting big boy senton. Big face buster. Sarah looking for space, but Kowalski scrambling to his feet. And the answer back is a heel right to the nose. Water wheel drop from Kowalski, and Kowalski getting himself fired up. Big roundhouse kick. Going for another, doesn't quite find his mark, and a toe kick will shut him down. Roll up out of nowhere, cover. 2. Count 2. And hold on, the Izuna drop will connect. That has got to be it. Kowalski going for the cover. 1, 2, 3, count, fall. And Kowalski just showcasing his ability to dominate a match. Just looking so extraordinarily effective. Springboard offense, those educated feet being used from the mat, just so tremendously effective, and Sarah did not have an answer for all of it. As I said just a few moments ago, you only need to be better than your opponent for 3 precious seconds. And likewise, you are always one clean hit away from scoring a victory. And Kowalski able to demonstrate that. He got enough of those significant moves through. And Sarah just unable to protect herself from the entirety of Steven's offense. And appreciate you, Jamie, dropping in one of those gifties to Nick here. I mean, look, I'm not going to break your games. You know? But also consider, what if the machines were just well-maintained? So they could not be easily broken. Really, I think that one's on you at that point. But, yeah, let's go ahead and keep this show rolling. And it also does occur to me that, because I do, like, when I know people, I do call people by their shoot names in the chat. And there are crucially 2 Nicks in the chat, which does amuse me. But, yeah, let's go ahead and keep this show going. And Nick Vadala of Nick's Wrestling Organization with that first shot across the bow. Ah, there it is. I mean, we got to make sure everybody named Nick does have a sub. That's true. Well, appreciate you, Jamie, and yeah, likewise, appreciate y'all for hanging out with me on Sunday nights. But, yeah, Nick Vadala of Nick's Wrestling Organization taking that first shot across the bow, and we're going to get a little bit more of Nick's Wrestling Organization in some tag team action. As this up-and-coming unit of Jim Jack and Rip Studley going to be taking on the Alpizars. And Jim Jack and Rip Studley just truly a surprise, beating some highly decorated tag teams, and this would be another one of those opportunities, as the Alpizars, one of the longest tenured tag team units in Blake's House Professional Wrestling. I'm curious if that is who I think it is. It is, in fact, who I think it is. How you doing, Ryan? So let us go ahead and get into our next contest right now. So Nick making some aggressive statements in the opening moments of tonight's program. Able to back it up in the first contest. Well, now another one of his teams is able to get a shot at the spotlight. The Alpizars, as I mentioned earlier, one of the most decorated tag teams in Blake's House Professional Wrestling. They have been doing it longer than nearly anybody else. But Jim Jack and Rip Studley are a team that have got a lot of momentum, especially in recent weeks. And sometimes that is all you need. Big forearm smash, taking Alpizar down. Knee to the gut, and going for a cheeky cover here, and Alpizar taking Just none of that, but a big suplex will plant Alpizar onto the mat. Lift and drop, and Alpizar tumbling to the outside. JBIII, it looks like he wants to keep that energy, that same energy that Vadala had in the open of tonight's program. He wants everybody to know just how good Nick's Wrestling Organization is as a stable. But right now, here comes Linda Alpizar. Tough as nails. And hold on, just another series of strikes to the stomach. JBIII going back to his own corner, and here comes Rip Studley. A man known as the gold standard. Just so supremely physically gifted. But if there is one thing, the Alpizars have never cared about the odds. They have never cared about the styles of their opponents. They are going to run their game plan for better and for worse sometimes. But a pop-up powerbomb just shutting Alpizar down, going for that body scissors and leg hold there. You could see the pressure applied to the calves of Alpizar. And Linda going back to her own corner, bringing Eric into this contest. Lift, but unable to secure the slam, and the educated feet of Eric being put to good use. The first ever Blake's House Wrestling Shoot Division champion. Those kicks are positively deadly, and there is another one buried into the ribs of Studley. Japanese-style arm drag from JBIII. And a knee right to the jaw. Kicks to the gut, and now arm trapped. And you can see the arms just right around the neck of JBIII. Going for that double leg once again, unable to connect, but that toe kick will slow JBIII down in low roundhouse. Taking the legs out from underneath the legs of JBIII, and Alpizar on a roll. Punch to the gut will floor him, and again, just stomp right to the shoulder. But that big boot will beat Alpizar. Alpizar able to get under the second one, get around the third. And Eric now on fire. Both teams getting a fresh competitor into this match. Knee to the gut and a kick to the ribs will shut down both members of this Nick's Wrestling Organization unit as Linda takes on Studley once again. Step over toe hold, face lock, locked in. And Studley just able to slip out, but only barely. Just didn't have it fully cinched. And oh my God, jaw colliding with shoulder. Studley in control, but Alpizar able to escape, get back to her own corner, and here comes a fresh Eric. Arm drag into the center, and vicious kick to the ribs, but Studley unfazed. Just getting right back to his feet after those wild shots from Alpizar. You can see the determination on his face, but backbreaker and body slam, and he's going to go back to his own corner. His ribs have got to be hurting, and Alpizar, a little bit of misdirection from Studley, going to create an opportunity for JBIII. Ooh, going for that big shote, unable to find his mark, but Alpizar possibly still a little bit dazed. There you can see it, but on instinct alone, his foot knows where the target is. And again, right back to that hold in the center of the ring, and Studley has had enough. Kimura hold applied, and the other arm is trapped. Alpizar struggling to break the hold. Punch once, twice, three times, and Alpizar now getting fired up, and a knee crushing the jaw of JBIII, and JBIII escaping to his own corner. That strike looked positively lethal. Raking the face with those sneakers. Another arm drag, and Linda now going high risk. Big boy senton off the top and right into the chest. crushing lariat is the answer back. And this time it is Studley, the gold standard, going high, and a big frog splash will connect. Unable to cut off the ring, unable to prevent Linda from getting to her husband on the other side of the ring, and that will create an opportunity for the Alpizars. JBIII able to break the hold up, and a deadlift suplex plants Eric Alpizar onto the mat. It's going to create an opportunity for Studley to escape to his own corner. Boot to the ribs, big boot to the face, flapjack and cutter combination. Both teams just giving everything they've got to this match. Alpizar going for the cover. One, but only one. Double underhook. Facebuster as that last ride style powerbomb just levels Eric Alpizar. Alpizar catching himself on the ropes. That's going to allow him to make the tag. High and low, the unblockable will connect. And Linda in control. Big boy senton leaping over her husband. But hold on. Patented kick to the gut. Stunner, stunner, stunner. Oh my God. 1, 2. And Eric barely able to make the save. And Linda, she's had enough. But JBIII doesn't care. Another one for good measure. Cover 2. But Eric, no. Able to make the critical save. Enziguri throwback, taking the head right off the shoulders of JBIII. JBIII going to his own corner. Here comes Studley. Knee to the gut, kick to the ribs. But no, hold on, double underhook. Suplex into the center of the ring. And Studley just folding Linda in half with that spear. Barely able to get to her own corner. And Eric Alpizar crushed with that lariat. Devastating pile driver. Both teams just has to be running on empty. Studley fired into the corner. Devastating spine buster from Alpizar. Tornad kick, but Studley right back to his feet as if it didn't even hit him. And both members of this team charging after the jaw. Colossal chop. And both men just kick answered back with a forearm smash, but Alpizar getting fired up. Just devastating roundhouse kick. But hold on, Kimura hold out of nowhere. That could be it. Linda's got a long way to go. She's cut off. But Alpizar able to break the hold on determination alone. And another crushing combination. Those kicks positively lethal, but Alpizar scrambling to get back into his own corner. The punishment he has taken over the last several minutes, absolutely tremendous. Picture perfect dropkick from Linda. And again, just battling it out. This time right in front of that blue Gatorade corner. But a vicious super kick will flatten Studley out. Cover 1, but only 1. And again, laying Alpizar out with the stunner. Uranagi applied, and Linda going high risk, and a crushing double stomp to the stomach. And another picture-perfect dropkick. Both of these teams have given so much to this match, but neither team able to close it out, and just a slight misstep costing Linda that momentum. Studley now in prime control here. Series of strikes, and Studley is dazed. Linda going to slip away into her own corner, cutting off Studley's ability to get to his own corner. But a stutter step going to create the space that he needs. And again, the educated feet of Eric Alpizar on display here. But a slap across the face could be the difference maker. Flashing elbow. If he goes for the cover, no. Alpizar scrambling back to his feet. Low roundhouse, taking the legs out from underneath the legs of Jimjack. And Alpizar, he has had enough of this team. He has had enough of this match, but Jimjack has got other plans. Going high risk himself. Picture perfect frog splash will connect, but Alpizar now scrambling back to his feet, scrambling back to his own corner, able to evade that massive roundhouse high and low. Unblockable attack connecting, and Linda set up again for that devastating drop kick. And hold on. Going for that final power bomb, but Linda able to escape. Big boy senton planted across the chest. And both teams just, I don't know how much more either of these teams can take. Linda able to springboard, big super kick. If she goes for the cover here, that could be it. No, not yet. Tornad kick, but Studley right back up like a Terminator. STO just crushing Studley, running the ropes. Both teams have just, hold on, roll up out of nowhere, goes for the cover. 2. And only gets 2. Only 2 after 25 minutes. Only a count of 2. Flapjack and cutter combination, and I said at the start of this match, Jimjack and Studley so very hungry to make a name for themselves in this tag team division, but the Alpizars just so well decorated a team themselves. It is an all-out war. Double underhook, facebuster, flattening Eric Alpizar. Linda answering back, eat the feet, crushing the jaw. Big body press, cover, 2. Eric able to cut off Studley. The Alpizars win. The Alpizars win. And of course, Dave only giving this 4.5. Also, Eric, very much appreciate the raid. Anybody that somehow is new here, yeah, I don't like to break character during matches, but always excited to see people hang out here, want to watch us run some matches, and curious, who's running the Fighter Spirit Twitch? Because that is a name I have not thought about in a long time. All right, hey, good to see you, Mike. Well, with this many people hanging out in the chat, this is excellent timing, because coming up next is going to be the Battle Royal to determine who is going to be facing Mag.Lo, and that is crucially the audience participating part of this program. Ryan, I do appreciate you being here as well. So what that means is I'm going to open up the menu to set an 8-man over-the-top rope battle royal. The winner of this battle royal will go on to face Mag.Lo in tonight's semi-main event, and you, the viewers, get to pick who will be in it. A couple caveats here. I do have a great many real wrestlers. I do have a great many fictional characters from games, movies, TV. I might have who you want. I can absolutely make Spider-Man happen. If I do not have who you are looking for, please send me a message at who you would want to see in this match. We do run this match every week. So if there is a wrestler you would like to see, you find out I don't have them, just let me know. I'll make sure they'll be here next time. Let's see here. I think Spider-Man is in the video games section because this is Virtual Pro Wrestling 2 Spider-Man. I can do Pepsi Man. Let me see here. Want to see the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase? I can almost certainly make that happen. I would be shocked if I did not have Ted DiBiase. Let's see here. Let's see here. There we go. You did see Mila Dead or Alive. The Gatekeeper is in fact not in the match. We could see the Gatekeeper. Abandon Hope, if you want Mila Dead or Alive, I mean, I do have the whole last video game section, which is probably going to be more popular amongst Eric's viewers. I can do that. Let me go ahead and put the Gatekeeper in there. Let's see here. And let's see here. Also, Ryan, if you're hanging out, I know you have heard of 3 wrestlers. So if you want one of them in, you are welcome to throw some names out there. Let me see here. Yeah, these do scroll, so I do have some more names. All right, you want to see Steve Austin and Jamie? You want to see Drill? I can make that happen. I can make both of those names happen. Let's see here. I actually don't think Stone Cold has been in one of these, curiously enough. Yeah, I think that is current or current Goldberg, not like. You know, I don't think we have. Let me see here. I think I am gonna go with Nick's suggestion only because you do have 2 names on here already. But hey, we can absolutely make that happen later. Alright, so you want to swap out Spider-Man for... let me make sure I actually have Johnny Gargano. Because my fucking stables are real messed up. Okay, I do in fact have Johnny Gargano. Oh, and he's got the Spider-Man gear. Look at that. So you still get Spider-Man. See here. Although, hold on a second. I think I am going to put in Mila over an NWO guy only because she has a lot of fucking suplexes. Oh, no, I don't. I'm not. Yeah, she's here. And she is very fun to watch in over-the-top rope battle royals. Oh, yeah, no, I wanted to make sure I actually had a roster here. So, looks like we have got our names, and this is what I like to see in the Open Challenge Battle Royal. A lot of audience participation, a truly fucking wild list of names. Always makes these fun. And again, to reiterate, the winner of this 8-person over-the-top rope battle royal will go on to the semi-main event to face the People's Champion himself, Mag.Lo in the open challenge. So, I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Let's go ahead and get into this Battle Royal right now. And right off the bat, the opening bell has sounded, and it is chaos in the ring. Thus far, it is broken up into 4 separate one-on-one contests, but that very rarely holds as Ted DiBiase, Johnny Gargano changing dance partners. And Drill, thumb to the eyes. Stone Cold Steve Austin, global icon, national treasure, looking to open up a 6-pack of stunners on this contest. As Ted DiBiase ringing the arms of Goldberg. Stretch muffler applied to Mila. Big chop to the chest, and the 2 heavy hitters, Pepsi Man and the Gatekeeper. So very dangerous. The Gatekeeper just pounding Drill's head right into the mat as the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, going toe-to-toe with Goldberg. They might be in the safest part of the ring. All alone, there are 6 bodies on the left side of your screen. Anything can happen over there, particularly when you're very close to the ropes. This is an over-the-top rope battle royal. You do not need to be pinned. You do not need to be submitted. You just need to make the smallest mistake, and you are out. And Stone Cold Steve Austin going toe-to-toe with Goldberg, and Goldberg is eliminated. Big sleeper drop from Drill. Drop to the throat, and Austin and Drill now going head-to-head. Beautiful backdrop from Gargano. And hold on. Stalling suplex from Austin. Mila planted into the corner. And just throat draped across the top rope. As Steve Austin just swinging those barn door right hands to the face of Drill. And Drill busted open here. And Austin, Pepsi Man, and the Gatekeeper, just truly legends in the world of professional wrestling. And hold on, another stalling suplex planting Pepsi Man, but Gargano, the opportunist, going for the cover. And big cutter from Gargano as Austin delivering a series of wild shots to Mila in the corner. And just crushing blows from the Gatekeeper. Austin now again, picture perfect suplex, and now Austin going after his old mentor. Or maybe a little bit of a team up here. Big double suplex. But alliances are formed and broken so very quickly in these multi-man matches. Powerbomb once into a fire thunder, crushing the neck of Pepsi Man. And it is just all-out war on the left side of your screen. Ted DiBiase sent to the outside. We are down to 6. Gargano escape applied. But no, unable to pick up the elimination. Hanging choke applied from the Gatekeeper, but it is going to take more than that to bring down Steve Austin. But Gargano suplex blocked, suplex answered back, cover 2, and very nearly scoring the elimination is Pepsi Man. As a sleeper drop will lay Gargano out, and Pepsi Man going after, no, taking a moment to survey the situation. Big punch to the gut, super kick connecting from Drill. Drill going high risk. Mila delivering a series of punches from the guard position, but big sidewalk slam from a big man, the gatekeeper, and German suplex. Hold on just a moment here. Double backdrop, but Austin never trust a Texas rattlesnake as the $1 Million Dream. It's locked in. Mila answering back, mount tackle applied, but all three individuals on the right side of your screen just changing dance partners back and forth. It is chaos in the ring as Gargano going high risk. Big diving elbow, but Pepsi Man jostling the top rope, causing Gargano to crash down onto the mat. And hold on. Torture rack applied into a spin out powerbomb, but no, unable to pick up the victory. Mila going for the cover, but too much chaos. Oh my God, Gargano going for it all with that spear. Complete shot, levels Pepsi Man as the gatekeeper and Steve Austin crush the skull of Mila. Pop up and cutter from Drill, but hold on, Pepsi Man going for a cheeky cover here too. Is that going to be enough to put away Austin? No. DDT as a devastating headbutt applied from Pepsi Man. And a deadly series of kicks as Austin's going with those barn door right hands. You can see those all the way from the cheap seats, but unable to maintain that momentum as Gargano just gets right on top of him. Ooh, surprise forearm smash, but Austin able to escape, and oh my God. Yeah. Mila has done the deal. Nobody kicks out of the Falcon Arrow, but no. The gatekeeper somehow, some way, getting a shoulder off the mat as Gargano flying across your screen. And cross chop will crush the face of Drill, but still no eliminations. We still have 6 competitors in this contest. As that hanging choke applied, Drill in dire straits, but Mila going to let him stew in that, and is just big arm drag from Gargano. Gargano now going toe-to-toe with the shooter, but the gatekeeper pinfall elimination. Drill is eliminated. Cover 2. 3 count fall. Mila eliminated. We are down to our final 4. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Pepsi Man, the Gatekeeper, and Johnny Wrestling. Inferno kick from Pepsi Man, but Pepsi Man eliminated. The Gatekeeper just showing that he is a force of nature. Monstrous powerbomb, but it's not enough to put, oh my God, stunner, 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 oh my God. Going for the cover, but the Gatekeeper getting a little bit impatient. He wants the elimination for himself. Cover 2. But only getting a count of 2. That extra time spent waiting to apply the cover. That could have given him that half second of rest that he needed. And this match, it will continue. Gargano fighting way above his weight class, but staying in the match all the same. Big diving elbow, but Austin pushing the Gatekeeper out of the way. Gargano colliding with canvas. Nobody home. Johnny Gargano just absolutely flattened and gut-wrench powerbomb. But even that is not enough to put Gargano away. Austin crunching the neck of the Gatekeeper with that pile driver. And $1 Million Dream eliminates Johnny Gargano. We are down to our final 2. Suplex blocked, and Austin with the elimination. Stone Cold Steve Austin going to the Mag.Lo Open Challenge. That was a really good Final 3. That was a really good Final 3. That is true. Let me grab a sip of water real quick. Because you do have to have water if you want to be champion. But, let's see. It looks like we've still got quite a bit of wrestling to get to tonight, and especially with the late start from that pre-show match running long. Let's just go ahead and set up the next match. We will have time to contemplate Stone Cold Steve Austin going head-to-head with Mag.Lo in a little bit, but right now we have a little bit more interstable action going on here. Right now, Joey Bagi going head-to-head. Oops, let's see here. With Blake, and it is going to be another contest of educated feet going toe-to-toe with one another. There's those vicious super kicks and those vicious of Joey and those vicious knee strikes of Blake. Which one will get the upper hand? Well, there is only one way to find out, because that match, it's next. Joey the Man, formerly known as the Uncrowned King of Judgment Professional Wrestling. A man that found his way to the top of the throne. Of course, you can't stay champion forever. Kurt London winning the title in just a 5-star classic. Well, Joey very interested at getting a shot at the championship that he lost, but right now, the man standing across from him, 1/3 of that Dark Hour unit. Arrogant swagger himself, Blake Cabus, looking to crush the will, crush the momentum of Joey Bag of Donuts. Barada calling for the bell. Both men starting things off slow, and you know, when you think about who the slow, methodical pace will benefit, it is typically Joey. Joey exemplifies one clean hit away from victory better than anyone in Blake's House Wrestling. Those super kicks are positively deadly. And he only needs to get that opportunity once. But right now, Blake able to control the match in the opening minutes here. Utilizing leverage to overpower, to slow down Joey. Big chop to the chest, slipping that left hand. But Joey now answering back. Forearm smash, and both of these men just testing one another here. I think it is a point of pride that they want to just showcase how much they can dominate the man across the ring from them. Big flying head scissors from Blake. Lift and drop is the answer back, and a falling fist right into the heart of Blake, and now DDT center of the ring. Crossface chicken wing applied. Let's slow it down, brother. And both men just jockeying for position in the corner, but Joey getting the upper hand. We are going to a dangerous place, but Blake answering back. Sunset flip powerbomb cover. One, but only one. Big DDT. And Joey possibly looking for a second shot, but Blake getting out of the corner before Joey can just do whatever he was planning. You could see him charging in. Blake wanted absolutely none of it. And again, I absolutely cannot blame him. Those kicks of Joey's are positively deadly. Hold on, backslide cover out of nowhere, but no, Blake getting a fingertip on that bottom rope. And this match, it will continue. Scoop and a slam, Joey going back to basics, and again, right back to that falling fist. Chop to the chest, answered back with those barn door right hands. And who's going to get to their feet first? Both men at nearly the same time, but Blake, the one with the answer, Insagiri, will connect. And Blake is going to ride that wave as long as it lets him. A chop to the chest will slow him down. Unable to get that big punt kick, but again, right back to the head scissors. And Blake now going high risk. And a big frog splash, but Joey rolling out of the way. And again, patented Manhattan drop. Just trying to wear down Blake. Create an opportunity to use that big super kick and hold on. Harada surveying the situation. But no, not electing to issue the disqualification. And lung blower will connect, and Blake, a little bit of a cocky cover. That could cost him here. Not hooking the leg, not pinning the shoulders. And that is something you cannot afford to do against Joey, as that standing shooting star applied, count of 2 himself. Picture perfect drop kick will connect. And Joey getting himself fired up, getting the crowd fired up. Leg feed and Insagiri, and Blake now going high risk. And oh my God, twisting 450, and Blake, he is not done yet. But it looks like he is calling for the end. Going high risk and a big frog splash, but no, foot on the bottom rope. Unable to secure even a count of 1, but Blake, he's going up once more. And another frog splash in honor of his Uncle Eddie, but no, not able to get the pinfall. Joey fighting his way back to his feet, and now Joey going up top. Crushing elbow drop, goes for a cover of his own, but Blake now getting a hand on that bottom rope. Again, back to that patented Manhattan drop. When all else fails, you've got 1 or 2 moves you can go to that you know you can use. And hold on, scoop and a slam center of the ring. You know what this means. Joey's calling for it. Going for a springboard. Elbow right into the heart of Blake Cabus. And Joey coming at Blake like a house on fire, but hold on, sunset flip powerbomb once again, cover 2. Oh my God, so close. Big spine buster, and Blake going high risk one more time, and another big frog splash, but Joey, the ring awareness of Joey, nothing short of spectacular, bringing it right back to the center of the ring, and it looks like we are going left and right this time, folks. Springboard, elbow, and shooting star cover 2. But that was not quite enough to put Blake away. Says, you have got to give me that super kick if you want me to stay down. And Blake again going for that cocky cover and getting 3 off the lung blower. And Blake executing a strategy so much easier said than done. So many men before him have tried to seal that super kick of Joey Bagi, protect themselves from that devastating kick to the jaw. Joey didn't get an opportunity to use that once, and that was the difference maker. as Blake able to pick up the victory against Joey Vagadonuts. See here. But let us keep this show rolling here as Mixed Wrestling Organization continuing to apply pressure. We do this from time to time, but it looks like tonight Nock Voldo, a man that picked up some significant victories in recent memory as well, possibly interested in that Mixed Wrestling Organization Heavyweight Championship, that Deathmatch Championship. But just as is the case for the Blake's House Wrestling Heavyweight Championship, you have got to earn your way to a title shot. You've got to put together a body of work that is going to force the champion to notice. That is exactly what Satchwell has done with Josh of Team Lake Mary. And that is what Nock Voldo looks to do here tonight as he takes on Jason Solarion, seconded by JBIII. And that match is right now. But let's not forget about Jason Solarion. Solarion, as recently as a month ago, was the Blake's House Wrestling Trios champion. You know, as recently as 3 months ago, was part of an extraordinarily successful duo with the Judgment Professional Wrestling heavyweight champion, Kurt London. Solarion's career trajectory is as chaotic as Solarion is himself. You've got to expect, just as Voldo wants a shot at that Mixed Wrestling Organization Heavyweight Championship, wants a shot at Brad Chad, Solarion has got to be itching for a shot at Kurt London, his former tag team partner. But just as Voldo has that long climb to go, so does Solarion. So we will have to see whose will to become champion is stronger tonight. Drop toe hold applied and roll through double stomp, and the agility on display from Solarion, even in the opening minute of this match. Always a delight to watch. And again, just Solarion outmaneuvering Voldo so very effectively. And both men going for it all, neither man able to make contact. And that is going to give Solarion another opportunity. Solarion just a half step faster, a half step more agile, and sometimes that's all you need. But Nock Voldo, a monster of physicality. He does not need as many opportunities. He can afford to make more mistakes against a smaller competitor, but right now, Solarion has been firing on all cylinders. Big chop to the throat. And a punch to the gut will shut him down, and Solarion just continuing to apply pressure, continuing to sustain damage. And Voldo answering back, has him pinned right where he wants him, delivering some of those wild shots. Solarion answering back with European uppercuts of his own. Solarion getting to his feet first. This sustained offense must be taking its toll on Voldo here. Voldo taking a little bit longer than usual to get to his feet, and again, right back to that roll-through double stomp. And Solarion possibly signaling for those devastating star shots, those monstrous knee strikes. As he rolls through once again, cover, 2. But only gets 2. Picture perfect drop kick square in the chest, and Solarion is going high risk and going for that big frog splash, but Voldo rolling out of the way, and that is the momentum shifter that he needs. But Solarion still going through it all. As I said, this match is about whose will is stronger, and the determination of Jason Solarion is tremendous. A wise man once said, spite is a powerful motivator. And Solarion absolutely wants a shot at Kurt London in the ring. And flying knee buried into the chest. But no. Voldo fighting his way back to his feet. Solarion doing the same. Colossal headbutt from the big man. And just big headbutt to the mat as well. And Solarion answering back, a little bit of rope work, a little bit of that picture-perfect dropkick that he is so well known for. Sunset flip, power bomb applied, cover 2. And so very close, and again, right back to what he does best. Voldo going high risk, going for a frog splash of his own, and this time turnabout is fair play as Jason Solarion rolling out of the way, but Voldo is undeterred, looking to deliver that big frog splash, but unable to keep up the pressure. Hold on just a moment here. We are going high risk. It is dangerous territory. Tornado DDT off the top rope. And on instinct alone, Voldo able to protect his back. And now going high risk once again. And another frog splash. And again, Solarion, the agility, able to escape. As he picks up the win with that chokehold. Voldo just outmaneuvered at every step. I said this match was about whose will is strongest, and Jason Solarion, he wants Kurt London more than anything. Wants another shot at championship gold. I mean, to be fair, he did get about 8 minutes of offense in that 10-minute match. So I am sure, yeah, make no mistake, that was a squash match. Voldo was just like straight up not winning grapples, because that's the thing that happens in this video game sometimes. That being said, I think it did still tell a story. In that, hey, the small guy can outmaneuver the big guy. And also, Solarion is very mad at everything. Hey, we still make it work. But yeah, it was, without a doubt, a squash. But let's go ahead and keep this show rolling here. Let's see. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use the restroom before we start this match. As we get into a match with major heavyweight title implications. But before we do that, I'm going to use the restroom. I'll be back in just a moment. So, I'm back, and as I mentioned just a moment ago, this match has major heavyweight title implications. Just last week, the team of Sterling and Terrell taking on the team of Dick Boss and Dougal. Dick Boss a shoo-in for a championship opportunity in the upcoming weeks. But Dougal a bit of a wild card. Able to just severely disrupt the team of Sterling and Terrell a couple weeks ago. And Terrell looking for a shot at redemption. Mag.Lo tried the same on Dick Boss just 3 weeks ago. Did not end well for him. Just getting bested by the powerhouse from Buku City. But perhaps things will go differently for Terrell Benjamin. Well, there is only one way to find out. Terrell versus Dougal, and that's next. Terrell just making his way to the ring. Do not let his small stature fool you. This man is all power. But then there was Dougal. You know, we talked a lot tonight about men with dynamite in their legs. Dougal exemplifies that idea more than possibly anyone in this company. That boost kick of his will absolutely flatten anyone. Right now, Terrell just trying to figure out exactly how he wants to tackle this titan of a striker. And Terrell doing what he does best, lift and drop. Those big slams is going to be the difference maker, but those forearm smashes, those devastating kicks, just so difficult to maneuver around. And even when pinned against his own corner, Dougal just coming out swinging. No fear, no respect, no surrender, no retreat. As a deadly kick right across the throat will connect. Terrell going for a cover early here, testing the waters. But catching a forearm smash right into his jaw, and that has got to leave his bell rung there. As that side kick connecting, and Terrell just struggling to get to his feet. These kicks just truly tremendous. I cannot stress enough just how effective a striker Dougal is. And right now, Terrell getting into a bit of a hockey fight with Dougal, and that is such a dangerous proposition, but Terrell, a man unwilling to back down from a challenge. Able to push Dougal off, protect himself from that mount tackle. Both men going for those forearm smashes, but neither able to make contact. Big clubbing blow. And Terrell just taking a little bit more of a cautious approach, going a little bit slower, and that is going to be so very important. You run into too many of those strikes, and your match is over. Backbreaker right into a body slam, and right now Dougal dazed, but even in that dazed state, just swinging for it all and able to make contact with the stomach, the chest, the head. Dougal going for a cover here, 1, 2, and getting a count of 2. And deadly kick to the back of the head. Terrell unable to protect himself. And Terrell just struggling to find his footing in this match. Struggling to find an answer that will slow this man down. Dougal going for it all like a man possessed. And again, Terrell just able to protect himself from that mount tackle, and that is so important. But that Tony John knee strike just, it's so very deadly, and could he be going for it? Going for that boost kick, but Terrell standing tall.
Yes.
Dougal swinging with that boost kick, and Terrell simply said no. And this is the man that is known as the King of the Battle Royal, a man that just is so very determined, a man that will never quit. He is starting to find his voice in this match here. Big diving elbow planted into the lower back of Dougal. But, hold on, deadly series of strikes. But Dougal looking to inflict further punishment. And there it is, that boost kick right to the jaw, and Terrell right back to his feet as if it never happened. Emerald Flosion, shades of the Emerald Myth. Mitsuharu Misawa goes for the cover, but only gets two. But Terrell just doing everything that he can to shut down this killing machine that is Dougal. And big wheel kick connecting. Oh my God. Backbreaker and body slam. Terrell going back to basics. You've got to stick with what works. Again, it is forearm smash answered back by barn door right hand. Dougal getting amped up. Big wheel kick. Terrell answering back. Roaring lariat. And both men down. Dougal to his feet first, but this match taking more out of him than he was possibly prepared for. Terrell, a man that refuses to quit. And Dougal struggling to find the answer. Looking for that boost kick once again, but Terrell just refusing to stay down, refusing. Big flashing elbow. And this time it's Dougal that will crumble to that strike. And the shoe is on the other foot, but Dougal doesn't even wear shoes. Going for that mount, and a series of punches to the back of the head. Terrell can't protect himself. Harada issuing a warning. And Dougal getting to a count of 4. Big wheel kick. Dougal looking for his next move. He can't figure out how to crack this shell that is Terrell, but Terrell has his own answer. Emerald Flosion will connect. Cover. 2. No, that's not enough. What more do these men have to do? What more do they have to give? And wheel kick off the top turnbuckle. We are seeing maneuvers that I had no idea were in Dougal's arsenal, but hold on just a moment here. Burning hammer. The ultimate disrespect, hitting Terrell with his own finishing hold. This fight's going to the outside. Neither man waiting to get back into the ring. This has just become personal. Uranagi onto those mats. Those mats only a couple inches thick, and just underneath it is concrete, but Dougal now going for it all with that steel chair, and Terrell able to evade those strikes. That precision haymaker right into the face. Diving elbow. Cover. 2, 3. Count. Fall. The king of the Battle Royal, the man that will never quit, standing tall at the end of this contest, picking up a victory against Dougal. And once again, Dave screwing us over here, giving us 4 3/4. Unbelievable. Well, we have just got a couple matches left for you guys tonight, and I know some of y'all are new viewers to this program, or at least new to the chat. So in addition to the Mag.Lo Open Challenge that we do every week, or an Open Challenge, there's sometimes a different member of Blake's house going to be holding down the fort, protecting Blake's house from any and all comers. One other match we do every week, the King of Fighters Television Championship. 6-man elimination tag team contest. And the contestants from that equally varied. Those typically selected by me, although if somebody runs a team by me that I find interesting, we can always slot them in for another week. But I saw an opportunity tonight. So let us go ahead and see here. Let's see. I probably have him in 2010s. Let's see. There we go. There is Rey Mysterio. So, it's come to my attention that the Mysterios are the first ever father-son tag team in tag team champions in WWE history, and I find that to be tremendously interesting. But you know, we have got a chance tonight. Let's see. I've got a better Eddie Guerrero edit. I think it's this one. Yeah. To have the first ever father-son tag team champions in Blake's House Professional Wrestling. I did download Dominik Mysterio today for this purpose. So, 6-man elimination tag as Team Blake's House with Zero Lopez, David Clement, and Cinderella Princler taking on the Mysterios and Eddie Guerrero, Dominik and his 2 dads. And that match, it is right now. Actually, hold on. Let me see what the other Eddie's moves, if he's got a more complete moveset. Because I want to say this is the one I usually use. Yeah, I think that's right. Regardless, yeah. Team Blake's House taking on Dominik and his 2 dads, and that match for the King of Fighters Television Championship is right now. Just a few moments ago, the first ever father-son champions in WWE, getting an opportunity to do so in Blake's House Professional Wrestling, but right now, Team Blake's House making their way to the ring. This was the team that unseated that Knicks Wrestling Organization Tag Team Champions. As Zero Lopez making his way to the ring with the theme of Zero Lopez, the two-time mystery champion, the enigmatic competitor that is David Clement, and the catch-as-catch-can specialist that is Cinderella. But right now, We are going to match agility with agility as Rey Mysterio takes on Zero Lopez. Big drop kick right to the chest. Lift and no, able to escape, and Zero utilizing that freaky magic a little bit here. Zero, a two-time mystery champion. He has every tool in the book and is looking to utilize them against this team. And now both the Mysterios in the ring. Big super kick, but Rey is not the legal man. Dominik is, and Zero able to shift his focus, but here comes Cindy. Double drop kick will connect. Zero able to buy Cindy a little bit of time here. Big drop kick square in the chest. Cinderella answering back, a back elbow and a flashing elbow across the throat, and Dominik going back into his own corner, getting his other dad into the ring, and here comes Eddie Guerrero. Cindy unable to get the upper hand in a contest of strength. You know, if we talk about extraordinarily gifted athletes, Eddie Guerrero is one of the best ever, but right now Cindy trying to work the arm, but no, going back to her own corner, and here comes David. A tremendously enigmatic competitor. He can come at you from a lot of different ways, but in a distinctly different way than Zero can. Very unorthodox style. Utilizing foreign objects, utilizing high agility offense, utilizing a handful of submission holds. Occasionally reminiscent of Yoshihiro Tajiri, but certainly with his own twist. Hold on, roll up out of nowhere, cover. Ooh, but only gets one. Of course, this is six-man elimination tag. All three members of the opposing team must be pinned or submitted. But David doing what he does best, utilizing those foreign objects, making his opponent bleed early, because these matches tend to run long. The longer that goes, the more blood you're going to be losing, the harder it is going to be to stay in the match. Now back to Zero here, and again, Zero and Eddie, athleticism and agility versus athleticism and agility, but neither man really able to gain a significant advantage over the other. Two evenly matched competitors, but a shotgun dropkick will plant Guerrero, and Guerrero answering back, dragon screw leg whip. And Guerrero going for it all. Big chop to the chest, and a basement dropkick will shut Zero down. But Zero able to find himself, find his way, able to escape that blue Gatorade corner, get back to his own corner, and here comes a fresh David Clement. Big Rana, and going for a second, but a little bit too aggressive. David had it scouted. Big power bomb as a counter. Chop to the chest, but that's going to set Guerrero up for that big drop kick, and Guerrero just a half step too fast for David, and on Guerrero utilizing the oldest trick in the book, and Harada taking a moment, but no, not issuing the disqualification. Guerrero, big knee drop will connect. And David just a half step too slow. Guerrero just, the intensity that he runs the ropes is tremendous. Basement drop kick will connect, and Cindy now the legal competitor against Eddie Guerrero. Truly a dream matchup of hers, but right now the focus has got to be on defending the championship, as a flashing elbow is draped across the throat, and a basement dropkick is the answer back.
10 minutes
Over toe hold, face lock, locked in, and that's going to get the Mysterios out of their own corner. And a big father-son powerbomb as Eddie Guerrero brings Rey Mysterio into the match. Jawbreaker will connect. And continuing to target the jaw of Cindy, just right back to that shotgun dropkick, and that's going to get her to retreat to her own corner, bring Zero into this contest to try to match Mysterio's speed, but that is such a tremendous challenge. Rey Mysterio, one of the greatest cruiserweights in North American professional wrestling. Zero possibly has a plan here going into a dangerous territory, but oh my God, Rana off the second, cover 2. Kimura hold for good measure. That's going to allow both teams to get a fresh competitor into this match. Lift and drop center of the ring. Dominik keeping it basic here. You can see the cut above his eyes, possibly hampering his vision, and that is only going to get worse as this match goes on. Of course, Dominik likes to look for that big frog splash, and as you start to lose your wind, as you start to lose your sight, pop-up powerbomb from David. Oh my God. Cover, but only gets 1. And it is chaos in the ring. Harada has lost control, but we are back to our 2 legal competitors. Big cross chop from David Clement, but Mysterio right back to his feet, right back in this contest and slugging it out with David as a dropkick plants him onto the mat, and David answering back. Enziguri trying to take the head clean off Mysterio's shoulders. And Dominik answering back, 2 boots square in the chest, and here comes Eddie. And twisting senton, just a parting shot on your way out the door, my friend, as this slugfest continues and forearm smashes plant Eddie into the mat, but Eddie just too crafty. Even on his back, he is dangerous. As Ori Bomb will connect. Step of Enziguri, and Eddie getting fired up, getting the crowd fired up. Big forearm smash. Cindy trying to get back to her own corner. High and low. Eddie stuck in the unblockable, and that's going to create an opportunity for Zero Lopez. 450 off the top, cover 2. And very nearly getting the first elimination for Team Blake's House. Eddie making the tag. Dominik, the legal competitor. Destino will connect, but Eddie not the legal man. He may not have seen the tag, but here's a second Destino for good measure. Do not adjust your sets, as a Russian leg sweep will plant Zero Lopez into the center of the ring. And a father-son double suplex, dropping Zero Lopez, and Mysterio going high risk, and a guillotine across the throat will connect. Going for the cover. It is such a long way to go. Zero's going to have to do it all on his own, and he does somehow, some way, get a shoulder off the mat. But Mysterio just going high risk once again. Big body splash, cover 2. 3 count fall. Zero Lopez is eliminated. David, step over toe hold, face lock applied. unable to keep that momentum as wheelbarrow facebuster center of the ring, but David scrambling back to his feet. Devastating Manhattan drop, but unable to keep up the pressure. Mysterio going high risk, guillotine right to the back of the head. Pop up powerbomb, crushing Mysterio. Going for a cover, but so far from home, unable to pick up an elimination. As Mysterio crushing leg drop cover. 2, 3 count fall, and another elimination from Dominik and his two dads. Cindy, the last member standing from Team Blake's house. Double drop kick will connect. Headlock locked in, but the numbers disadvantage so significant. Big double suplex, and Eddie is set up perfectly. No, not electing to go for the frog splash. Not yet. Picture perfect Insagiri, but big Russian leg sweep from Guerrero. Both competitors down on the mat. Guerrero to his feet first. Firing Cindy into the corner, but Cindy fighting back out of it. And twisting senton off the top, and Guerrero, he is not finished. Going high risk one more time, and another senton. Cindy just trying to fight her way out of this situation, trying to fight her way out of these 3-on-1 odds. Mysterio stuck. Big blockbuster off the top. Going for the cover, but only getting one. Wheelbarrow facebuster will connect. And Mysterio going high risk, but Cindy able to roll out of the way. Big neck breaker, but again, Eddie. Texas close relief applied. Sunset flip powerbomb cover. 2, that's got to be it. 3 count fall. Dominik and his two dads are the new King of Fighters television champions. You did in fact hear Rey Mysterio. Honestly, Rey was beating ass, I think he got all 3 eliminations. But, let's see. Let me make sure I remember to turn elimination off, because I will forget to turn it off at the start of a different match if I do a tag team match next week. But we just have a couple contests left for y'all tonight, and coming up next is going to be the Mag.Lo Open Challenge. We know exactly who Mag.Lo is going to be facing. Is, of course, the global icon, the national treasure that is Stone Cold Steve Austin. Let's see here. Second here, yep. As Mag.Lo taking on anyone that would challenge him in a Blake's House wrestling ring, defending that 20x20 against any and all comers from around space and time. And what that means is he is going head to head with the Bionic Redneck, the Texas Rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin. And that match, it's right now. Of course, Mag.Lo making his way to the ring. Team, and you can hear that and more at maglo.bandcamp.com. Mag.Lo has his hands full tonight. Mag.Lo has fought some of the greatest competitors that ever were, that ever will be. But somehow it is different when Steve Austin hits the ring. Right now, Mag.Lo able to get the upper hand in the opening moments, but Austin answering back, big vertical suplex. And Austin wants to take this outside. He is not bothered by the restrictions of a 20x20. He will use the entire arena if you let him. Double arm DDT already. Mag.Lo coming out swinging. He understands the stakes of this match. He understands that you cannot afford to let up on Stone Cold Steve Austin. Lift and drop, and Mag.Lo crossface chicken wing, just trying to prevent Austin from getting started. And that is so critical. Big chop across the chest. Suplex is blocked and answered back with a suplex of his own. And Mag.Lo changing the script just a little bit. He's dialing long distance sliding forearm smash. And Austin doing what he does best, that brawling style that he is the best ever. And slipping around Mag.Lo, applying that sleeper hold, but able to escape as a flashing elbow is buried across the chest of Austin. And Mag.Lo getting himself fired up, getting the crowd fired up, and the crowd answering back. And double arm DDT once again, and Mag.Lo so effective at feeding off that energy at the crowd. Hold on, big drop kick. He's been holding on to that one for 4 minutes, but unable to make contact. Big Luthez press, and Austin pressing the advantage with those series of punches. Punch to the gut, and Mag.Lo, that spinning toe hold, that signature maneuver, and that is once again going to get the crowd fired up for him. Double arm DDT again, and Mag.Lo just feels unstoppable when the crowd is calling his name. Austin answering back, big vertical suplex, trying to slow Mag.Lo down. As barn door right hands met with big chops. And Mag.Lo to his feet first. And just a series of punches from the rattlesnake. And an Austin elbow smash right in the center of the ring. Big kick to the gut, slowing Austin down, and that is what Mag.Lo has got to do. Not let Austin get started. Mag.Lo fired into that corner turnbuckle. And Mag.Lo answering back. Mag.Lo, driver! But Austin right back to his feet. Just on instinct alone, Mag.Lo unable to cover after that signature hold, and that is such a difference maker. That is the experience of the Texas Rattlesnake at work. Big double arm BDT once again. Mag.Lo just reaching for anything he's got to put this man away, as a colossal body press from the top turnbuckle will connect. But Austin fighting his way back to his feet. Again, delay, brainbuster, planting Mag.Lo center of the ring. Mag.Lo fighting his way back to his feet. Back to basics with that snapmare, and that's going to buy him a little bit of time. Austin once again firing to the corner, but fighting his way right back out like he was shot out of a cannon. And again, right back to that $1 million dream, that sleeper hold that scored him eliminations in that battle royal. And big elbow drop, but Austin able to escape the hold. And going right back to a series of wild shots. Just trying to punish Mag.Lo for the audacity of taking this match. Patented Austin, kick to the gut, but Mag.Lo just crumbling to the mat. Mag.Lo getting that hip throw, but this match already taking so much out of him. Struggling to keep that pressure on. Because Austin just such a devastating striker. And again, Luthez press, follow it up with a series of punches, and Mag.Lo is struggling to stay in this match. And right back to it. Right back to that patented spinning toe hold, and the crowd taking notice. And right back to that airplane spin now. Mag.Lo is playing the hits. Samoan drop as the crowd calls his name. Mag.Lo looking unbeatable. Taking this to the corner. And once again, gonna be going back to that Bronco Buster. As Mag.Lo just digging deep in his arsenal. Trying to surprise Austin, trying to get him, oh my God, clothesline all the way from Bretton Woods, cover 2. No, that is not enough to put the Texas Rattlesnake away. Big double arm DDT. Right back, sliding forearm smash. And we are going high risk. Mag.Lo getting fired up. Corkscrew Suicida over the top rope. And this fight will continue right in front of the commentators table. Both of these men giving it their all. That dropkick, he's been waiting to deliver that one for at least 10 minutes. Austin out on the outside, a count at 14. Mag.Lo, big shoulder block. Just when in doubt, throw your body at your opponent. And Mag.Lo just digging deep in that toolbox, but Austin, simple but effective. Those right hands are positively deadly. Austin taking a moment to breathe, trying to figure out what has he not done yet? What can he do to slow Mag.Lo down? And Austin, I think he is calling for the end here. Big forearm smash. And a vicious series of punches. DDT, center of the ring. Both men struggling to get to their feet. Lift and drop, and Mag.Lo trying to find that inner strength, trying to find the answer to keep this man down, but Austin keeps coming. The Bionic Redneck will not be denied. Patented Austin kick to the gut, evaded by Mag.Lo. Austin looking to set up that stunner. And again, right back to that $1 million dream. Mag.Lo struggling to stay alive in this match, struggling to stay on his feet. A back elbow will shut Austin down. And 20 minutes have passed. Luthez press right back to a series of punches. Mag.Lo trying to hang on any way that he can. Austin now, big pile driver will connect. Right on that stack of dimes that Mag.Lo calls a neck, but neither man giving in, neither man giving up. Austin down, Mag.Lo getting fired up, but Austin now, he's had enough of Mag.Lo getting right back into the ring. As both men just going to war on the outside now. Oh my God, big pile driver right onto the mats on the floor. I assure you that padding is not nearly as thick as it looks. But nevertheless, both men continuing to wage war. And right back, $1 million dream. Stone Cold Steve Austin picking up the victory. Mag.Lo has taken on some of the best ever. But Stone Cold Steve Austin, just too much for Mag.Lo to overcome. I am going to check the AI of Austin after this, because in that 22-minute match, he never attempted a stunner once. Which blows my goddamn mind. I'm curious what they've set the tendency to that at. If it is more than, like, 5, I will be shocked. But do kind of enjoy Austin using the $1 Million Dream as a finish all the same. Out of curiosity, let me see here. Yeah, Stone Cold Stunner is his finish. $1 Million Dream isn't even a sig for him on this, on that wrestler. Wild. But we have got just one more match for y'all tonight. And I know I have mentioned before, the climb to the top of the Blake's House Wrestling singles division is an arduous one. And Shawn Satchwell quite possibly taking the longest way there. As he has got himself a match against the Blake's House Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. Let's see here. And of course, at ringside, some of the men that Satchwell had to beat just to get here. Satchwell standing all alone against Team Lake Mary. But one more win, and he's got himself a championship opportunity. Will the uncrowned king, the current uncrowned king of Judgment Professional Wrestling, finally get his shot in the spotlight? Well, There is only one way to find out, and that's next. Swashbuckler himself, the man with that monstrous combination of lariats, going up against one of the smartest wrestlers in Blake's House Professional Wrestling. In terms of strictly outthinking your opponent. Maybe only JBIII is in the same tax bracket as Kaiser. Blue Thunder Bomb to start things off. Kaiser just having nothing to do with Swashbuckler. He wants this match over before it even started. And certainly catching Satchwell by surprise. And you see Team Lake Mary watching on. Lift and drop, center of the ring. Of course, who could forget Josh Kaiser stealing not one, but two different heavyweight championships in two different divisions. One of which, the very championship that the swashbuckler Shawn Satchwell has been chasing his entire career. Kaiser getting to cut the line, so to speak. And besting A-Man in a somewhat controversial finish, but etching his name in the history books as Judgment Professional Wrestling Champion all the same. And then doing the same in the Blake's House Wrestling Singles Division. Satchwell, his road has been very much the opposite of Josh Kaiser's. He has clawed and grinded as much as one is able to do, gotten so very close, gotten one match away from a championship opportunity so many times, over and over and over. He is tired of it. And he has another chance to get a championship opportunity tonight. But the man standing across from him, well, he's not fighting one man. You can see it ringside. Team Lake Mary watching on. And that has got to be a major distraction for Satchwell. As Kaiser going high risk, but no, thinking better of it. And Kaiser, possibly the smartest wrestler in Blake's House Professional Wrestling. But those monstrous lariats of Satchwell are the great equalizer. The broadside lariat and the powder keg lariat, truly match enders. Sure, killing blows if there ever was one. But Kaiser doing what he does best. You saw Mag.Lo in just the match before, giving a little bit of appeal to the crowd, while Kaiser, no stranger to that. He looks to frustrate his opponents before he looks to beat them. But roaring lariat, Satchwell came into this match frustrated. How much more angry can you make him? How much more frustrated can you make him as a sheer drop reverse DDT will connect? And a big boy senton right across the back, and again a series of punches. And roll up cover two, but only gets two. With Cord lariat applied from Satchwell. Satchwell now. Backbreaker just testing the lower back of Kaiser, but Kaiser fighting his way back to his feet. You cannot keep him down. As right now, 3-in-1 hold, 2 arms, 1 leg trapped. But Satchwell just raw power alone, able to escape the hold. But Kaiser just big double stomp, traveling nearly 10 feet across the ring. Dialing long distance and crushing lariat, but unable to pick up the pieces as that Pele kick shuts him down. Kaiser so difficult to pin down, one of the hardest in the business as that gun stun drops him to the mat. Satchwell going for the cover, 2. And oh my God, so close. And again, that testing the lower back of Kaiser. An inverted vertical suplex. Kaiser answering back, just clipping him with that right cross. And hold on, Kaiser says go to bed, but not yet. Precision haymaker right into the face, and Kaiser in total control. And both men going for it all, neither able to make contact. Tree of Woe and big soul butt kicks right to the stomach, right in front of Team Lake Mary. But hold on. Blue Thunder bomb too. And very nearly picking up the pinfall with his own signature hold. And Satchwell set up. Oh my God. Powder keg lariato. But precision haymaker sending Satchwell over the top rope and down to the floor. Both men taking a moment to breathe. Both men have hit each other with their best shot. Both men are still standing. Sliding forearm smash. But hold on. Another crushing lariat from the swashbuckler. Going to go for the cover. 1, 2. Only getting 2. Kaiser finding a second wind. But Satchwell looking to knock that out of him. No, roll up out of nowhere. Cover. 2, 3. Count. Fall. And Josh Kaiser, the smartest man in Blake's House Professional Wrestling, the ultimate opportunist, sneaking that roll-up by an over-aggressive Shawn Satchwell. And that is precisely what I mean. If Kaiser can get in your head, if he can make you angry, he can make you make a mistake. And once again, Shawn Satchwell just one match away from a shot at glory. And just coming up short. But that is going to conclude the main portion of tonight's program. Of course, stay tuned for the bonus match. I'll be hanging out with the chat while that's going on. Let's see here. It's the way this works for everybody new here. I'm going to roll random on both sides. And we are going to... Nock Voldo literally wrestled tonight, so I'm going to strike him out. And basically the first name called on either side is going to be who is entered into the bonus match. And while y'all sort that out, I'm going to grab a sip of water and figure out who I'm going to throw to after the stream is over. Ah, what a grand tragedy. The water in my cup is empty. You really and truly hate to see it. let's see here. So, who is streaming tonight that I might want to throw to? Huh, it looks like the Date Zone's not running tonight, although they usually run... Ooh, hold on just a minute here. Forget all that. We're going to go to Ricky Charisma after this stream is over, because I believe this is the final year of his 40 in-game year career mode in NCAA College Hoops 2K8. So that's where we're going to go after this. However, we do still need 2 names from either side of the ring, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to step out and grab a sip of water. If nobody has called out any names, I will go ahead and pick. We'll watch the bonus match, and then we're going to throw to some college basketball. See here. I think I'm gonna go with one of the 4 pillars of professional wrestling, Mitsuharu Misawa. Let's see. I think I'm gonna put him against the Sandman. I think this is a fucking wild matchup. Hopefully this one does not go way over time like the previous one did, because, wow, that was entirely too long. But yeah, I'd say, like, anybody still hanging out with us, I think this is probably my most well-attended stream I have ever run, and I am tremendously grateful for that. I think the show quality this week was also pretty good. That, to be clear, I have next to no control over. The AI will put on exactly the match the AI wants to put on. But I think we had a pretty good show as far as that goes as well. You know, got to develop some stories, got to tell some stories through the matches. Ooh, Sandman already getting foreign objects. Which is kind of what this game is about, and kind of what I love about this game. I am a little bit saddened that Team Blake's House did lose the Trios title to Dominik and his 2 dads, but, you know, sometimes that is the way it goes. Wow, with that drop kick. That mover always makes me laugh. Like little animation bugs like that where they finish the animation and do just like walk outside the ropes and have to snap back in. This has to be a young Misawa, because I do not remember that gear for him. Like, I just remember the green tights. Granted, I'm not super well versed in Japanese wrestling, particularly like 80s Japanese wrestling. So he might have been 90s. Let's see when he was active. Okay, he was early 90s. Roll up out of nowhere, but only gets 2. Yeah, I think my plan for after this is over is that I'm going to have to split my attention a little bit, both between Ricky Charisma's NCAA stream, and also I am very much in a Guilty Gear mood and would like to watch the rest of that 25v25 I didn't get a chance to finish this morning. Crucially, the thing that I was like, that did make me like 5 minutes late to this stream, was like, you know, I want to watch one more match, and you know how that goes. Also, it's been a wild weekend for fighting games, because there was that big Strive exhibition, there was some big Street Fighter tournament that I'm vaguely aware of, and then there was that Guilty Gear event. The Strive exhibition or the 25v25? Honestly, both is a good answer. Yeah, it was funny. I wanted to tune. Like, I found out about the Strive exhibition kind of late. Yeah. Like, I tuned into the Strive exhibition late, and like they were breaking that down to start Street Fighter, and I'm like, I do not give a fuck about Street Fighter. I think Street Fighter V is trash. So I will not watch this. Was my plan. Ooh. But yeah, like, my understanding is that exhibition... I think my understanding is the gimmick of the exhibition is every character gets used once. So you will get to see everybody. Well, actually, we'll technically use twice because both teams play every character. So you will get to see at least 2 takes on everybody. Which is like something I'm interested in, because there's some characters I don't know how the fuck they work at all. really picked up in the last, like, 5 or so in-game minutes. Like, they're both going for it now. But yeah, I did get your message a little earlier, Jamel. It's like, yeah, it does feel like now is a really interesting time, and I'm really happy to be living in it. Because, man, like, those, like, 5 or 6 years of, like, really bad burnout playing fighting games, those kind of suck, because I just, like, could not have fun playing a hobby that I, like, truly loved. And it does feel like that's coming back. Yep, honestly, like, the big thing is if you've got a, like, healthy outlet, that's got to be it. No, really? I was about to say, you know, like, hey, if you've got a healthy outlet to, like, express yourself in that way, like, it is such a fucking difference maker. And yeah, no, I totally feel that. Alright, before I throw to Ricky Charisma, one thing I must do. I do want to see what Austin's AI is set at. I must know. Stunner is set at 13%. If you told me that it was more than 7, I would have called you a liar. Because he did not attempt that once in like 25 in-game minutes. I think he only did it once during the Battle Royal. But also, like, that's this fucking video game. Friends of the stream and, like, friends of me personally, Sasha over at the Date Zone, they made a joke that, you know, they set a move to 1% use and then saw a character do it 5 times in a row. Because, I mean, hey, that's... People forget that's how probability works. It's 1% every time, right? So, you can, every time, just be in that 1%. And likewise, that stunner, it's 13% every time. And, you know, you can just be in that 87% every time. Sometimes that is just the way it goes. Still wouldn't have believed you if you told me the number. But that's why we do this. And honestly, like, digging into the AI of characters is, like, legitimately interesting, and it makes me better at it. But I digress. Let me go ahead and do the regular sign-off thing. So, if y'all liked what you saw tonight, I know we got a lot of new people. Hopefully you stuck around for the whole show. We try to do this every Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here at twitch.tv/Ferriscindy. I did take last week off because I was kind of bouncing back from my second COVID shot. And do occasionally take weeks off. I try to announce them the week before. But for the most part, you can find me here every Sunday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time at twitch.tv/Ferriscindy. It is a weekly episodic wrestling show run through Fire Pro Wrestling World, which means we do keep continuity from week to week. I believe this is episode 89 officially. I say officially because I lost some files, and I only have 89 like recorded episodes. So that's the number we're going to go with. But I like to make sure that for anybody that this is their first time, they're going to have just as much fun as somebody that's been around here for a long time by keeping you up to date with what the story is, kind of telling you some backstories as people are making their way to the ring, and also just like keeping the moment-to-moment stuff interesting. And I think I do a pretty good job of that. So if you like that and you want to see more of it, check us out next week. Additionally, I've got a NHL and approximately a podcast stream on Wednesday nights with myself, my good friend Heavy Kira. If you're still sticking around, if any of y'all are sticking around from his raid, y'all know him quite well. We hang out on Wednesday nights. We play a little bit of hockey, and we bullshit about whatever happens to be on our mind that week. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of fighting game related discussion from this week because there was the Big Strive exhibition and the Street Fighter and Guilty Gear events as well. So if that's something that interests you, check us out on Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, right here at twitch.tv/FerrisCindy. Occasionally, I do some other stuff too, but it is entirely arbitrary. I have said I'm going to be streaming BattleTech. I've said I'm going to stream Night in the Woods. One day I will. Maybe someday I'll go back to Hades, who could say. Although I feel like I kind of beat that game at this point. Like, at least everything I wanted to do. But I'm going to go ahead and throw y'all to Ricky Charisma. Let's see. And we are going to watch some college basketball. So I will catch y'all down the road.